today's video we're going to be making chorizo pasta on the Thüros T1. So this is my first time using the new wok ring, so we're going to see how we fare with that. So I'm not after super wok heat, and I'm not really knowing how much I fuel I'll need. I've just filled the basket like so. This is 10 minutes in. I reckon it'll be ready in about another 10 minutes. So what can we say about the wok ring attachment? It's pretty self-explanatory. It's well, the Thüros is modular. It's got all sorts of little gadgets, windshields, got some cooker hoods. But yeah, you can see stainless steel. It's got feet in the corner that just sit perfectly in place. It's quite a big surface area, that. So I'm using my Chorizo wok, which is a cast iron wok. I'm hoping it's not too much overkill. It will sink into the bottom, so I might spread out the coals even more and put this to the test. So 20 minutes in and we've almost got all the coals whitened over and ready to cook. So it is absolutely roasting that. So I reckon that's more of a high heat, and potentially it's a little too hot for the cook today, but I'm going to get the pan on. I'm going to get the chorizo straight on, because as the pan heats up it will release the oils and get the process going. Next goes in the onions. You basically want to fry the onions in the oils from the chorizo. Peppers in, get them nice and soft, sauteed, put about 10 minutes or so. And we're going to chuck in the garlic, a couple of smashed cloves there. Once that's all in, bit of puree, tin of Tommies, chopped Tommies that is, squeeze a Tommy to balance out the acidity of the tomatoes in the can. And depending on if the nippers are coming back and eating with us, I'll have some chilies in there as well, because it is better with some, I like bird's eye chilies in. So many of you may be coming to this video for opinion on the Thüros. So far, lovely bit of kit. I've got the skewer attachments, amazing. I've done 2 or 3 kebab sessions on there, and really good. Again, I don't think you have to go mad on your grill, on your grilling fuel, because the higher that goes up, the collar for the kebabs is only so big. So there's a balancing act. And this is not enough fuel. It's probably somewhere between the top of the unit itself with fuel and about halfway, maybe a third less than that. So basically a third less than the side of that is probably about right. But I'll do more content on that in due course. So now I'm going to get the Chorizo on and get cooking. So with the pan on, you can just see roughly the bottom of where it sits. So I'm going to get chorizo on now. Chorizo in, about 200 to 300 grams. Packets inside. It's a new charcuterie range by Lidl, and their chorizo is magic. It comes in a spicy and non-spicy version. I think this is a non-spicy version. It's got plenty of fat in there to render down, so hopefully it'll release some lovely oils to cook with. After a couple of minutes you can start to hear the pan start to sizzle, and that's good. Just use your spoon, move the chorizo around, flip them over to make sure both sides get contact with the heat. I have to say, I know it's just chorizo, but the smell coming off that pan is absolutely incredible. And what better way than cooking your tea than outside. I'm just hoping the weather stays good. A few clouds out there, but if you can't do it, outside, where can you do it? I don't know if you can see on there, the oil is starting to release. A couple of minutes. I'm going to be adding the onions. So in your onions, like so, and then you give them a stir about, and you just basically fry them off, like I say, in the fat. You hear that sizzle there? That is what you want. That is the sound you're looking for. When you get to about this sort of stage, you want to be adding the peppers. So in with the peppers, give them a good stir. Beautiful. Honestly, I smell the chorizo, and now the peppers, the red pepper on top. Absolutely gorgeous. So the aim of this recipe really is to extract the sweetness of the peppers. So once all the tommies are in, tomato based items, tin tomato, tomato ketchup and the puree, you just want to be simmering it down and down until you can start to taste the sweetness from the peppers coming through. At that point you just reduce it down to the consistency that you want. It does become more flavourful the more you reduce down. And then you serve it with some pasta, any pasta you like. You don't have to cook the peppers like I have. I've done it diced before, works well. In some ways it cooks quicker. Depends how much time you've got on your hands. You should just play around. But this is an absolute family favourite bar. I've been cooking this for about 20 years, something like that. And absolutely love it. I hope you guys do try this recipe out, and if you do, let me know what you think in the comments. So the kiddies aren't coming back, so I get to do daddy version, the spicy version with chilies. So there's about 4 Thai red chilies in here. Obviously if you like the heat, you can put that on or more or less, it's up to you. I love it spicy. So just waiting for these peppers to soften up, and then I'm going to add some of the tomato paste, just fry that off a bit in the corner there. That just stops it getting bitter, sorry. But yeah, so far so good. It's a good amount of fuel for this type of cook. The test will be when I add the tomatoes and whatnot. Everything's starting to soften up now, getting a nice consistency. Onions are frying off nicely, good caramelisation, all the oils from there, you see that, rendered down from the chorizo. So I'm going to add the garlic now, and the reason why we don't add it earlier is because you risk burning it. So you just want it in there a short while, and I'll get the paste in as well. Tomato paste, that is. So you don't need garlic in too long. Just move it around for a minute or so, get a bit of colour on it. So you're looking for about a tablespoon and a half of tomato paste. Just fry that off for a moment or so. About 30 seconds should do it. So once you give the paste a fry off, stir it all in, and then add your tin tomatoes. I opt for chopped tomatoes. You can pick whatever you like. Give that a good stir. And you want to be adding about the same again. So just fill the empty tin of tomatoes with water, and then top it up, and then pop your lid on if you've got one, and start simmering down. If you feel it's starting to stick at the bottom of your pan, just add some more water and give it a stir. So in you go with your water. It just about covers the top of the mixture, and then we get give it one last stir and get the lid on. With the lid on, I'm going to come back in around 20 minutes to check on it. Nearly forgot to give the tomato a squeeze. About 1 or 2 tablespoons should do it. Give it a stir, lid back on. 20 minutes gone. Let's take a look. There we go. That's got a nice simmer going on there. So, gonna give it a stir, make sure that nothing's catching, which it isn't. Now it's all about reducing it down. Probably take about 20 minutes, half an hour. I'm going to check every 10 minutes and see how much further we've got to go. Oh yeah, it smells amazing. So 10 minutes on, it's reducing nicely. There's roughly sort of 10 minutes left, or thereabouts. So I'm going to get the pasta on, because that takes about 10 to 12 minutes. And by the time that's done, we should be ready to serve. And that is the chorizo pasta sauce. You can reduce it even further if you wish. I'm happy with mine. Got some pasta ready, some cheese grated inside. And there it is, chorizo pasta. Beautiful. Tastes absolutely gorgeous. Fully recommend getting the Thüros T1. Get T2 if you fancy something bigger. Get yourself a wok room, get yourself a skewer attachment. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up, hit the bell button, and please subscribe. I'm going to start putting out more content for you guys, and any comments you've got, I'll read them, I'll reply. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you on the next one.